You ever heard of a stuffed pickle? Well, you're listening to one right now. My nose is stuffed, so. But that ain't gonna stop us from farming these marshmallows. Now, sir, I got a big old field of those. We got a little bit left of grass, if you guys didn't know. Grass is what makes marshmallows, he said sarcastically. These are actually silage bales, if you didn't know, but now you do. Anyways, we're gonna continue what we're doing, making all these silage bales. These are not ours. If you guys remember, we were working on a contract with 25,000 schmeckles, and that's what we're going to be making by the time we get all of these loaded off this field here today. So we're just going to finish up a little bit of the windrowing. Had a hired worker do most of this windrowing, and he did an interesting job. That's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. But nonetheless, we got through it, and we're almost done here. I'm going to clean up this last little corner. And we're going to bale the last little bit, see if we get one, maybe two more bales off of it. But honestly, not really going to make too much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. Going to be real with you. Yeah, I got good news, fellas. We're done. No more raking. This is rake. This is rake here. We're going to put the rake over here. I don't need it. It's a little bit bigger than your garden rake, but it pretty much does the same thing, to be honest with you. Let's go through. We're pretty much empty. So we're probably only going to get a bale out of this if I had to take a guess. But as you guys know, our baler here does do the wrapping right on the back. We got this for sale. Love having purchased this. I know it was kind of questioned in the beginning, but you guys seen it paying off right here, right now. We're getting the money that it took to buy this thing and more in this one job. Now the little Massey Ferguson is doing pretty well for us here as well. And the John Deere we purchased in the last episode or two. And is doing pretty well. It's been a nice addition to have that bigger tractor, more weight, more horsepower, 280 horsepower on that. This one's 180 horsepower. So we've got a 100 horsepower increase that we can now work with. And more importantly, it's the weight. We have a little bit more weight. We can use larger equipment on the backside. One thing that we're going to need to be getting is a trailer to haul all these bales. Because I don't really want to haul them all one by one, do you? But we got $21,909. We don't really got the money we need. And by the way, I have been taking your guys' suggestions in the comments down below to alter things, improve things, and, kind of change our strategy up as we evolve based off of how you guys are playing along. So I really do enjoy reading how things are going for you on your farm, and keep letting me know what we should keep doing on our farm and what we need to keep working on. I'm working on this together with you guys. Together we're going to get this thing to $1 billion. It's our eventual goal, of course, in this series, and well, yeah, we're a little ways off, but we don't need to talk about that. We need to talk about the fact that we done and we go home. Okay, important thing is I gotta haul all this stuff out of here, and I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna run this. Man, both these things need to go home, man. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it as I return this other equipment real quick. We got everything back up here to the farm, and I was just looking in the store. In the bale loaders, they have a round bale auto load trailer, and this thing is $50,000. It's not that bad to lease, only a $2,500, but we do plan on doing a lot of bales, so maybe we should just go ahead and buy it. But we don't have the money, so we need to take out a bit of a loan. And we can't actually take out a $50,000 loan. In fact, we can only take, I think, about $35,000 or so. I'm not very good at math, but that means we're going to be a little shy, and we're going to dip in the 20 grand on our balance. So even if we tried, we can't afford it. So right now, we're going to have to just lease it, which is okay. It's going to be a couple grand down the drain, but now we can use it to complete this job, and we'll be making $25,000 off of this job, which is going to help us end up purchasing one of those in the future. So not the end of the world, really. But we got to run down there with our brand new or new to us John Deere and pick that thing up. You know what? Having two tractors and a bigger one at that is definitely worth it. I'm not even upset that we had to take a loan to get it. Well, with these last couple marshmallows in this field, we've almost got all of them all picked up, and we'll see. I don't know exactly how to finish this contract with these silage bales. I've been hauling them up to where it says to take them, and I think I might need my front loader to finish that up. So we're going to go over there with the front loader and try that out. But that is all of the bales out of this field, so let's skedaddle back up to the biogas plant. We'll see if I can figure out how to get these things sold. Well, I don't know. I'm not too confident in myself. Check it out. We've already got 3 full loads sitting here. This is almost another full load. And I think I have to move all of these into that big tank thing on the left. I really don't know how else to do it than with a front loader, maybe 1 by 1. So, y'all want to spend 2.5 years right here? Because we're about to. This thing is really cool. It unloads the bales really easy. We leased this, of course, as you know, but we are definitely going to look into buying one eventually. Because if we're going to do a lot of bales like this, it's going to be well worth having. We don't have any more to haul with it right now, unless we do more contracts. Maybe. So I'll tell you what, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to pull it over here for the time being. And we're going to pull the Massey Ferguson out of storage here at the farm. Hold on. We got to find our bale picker-upper, our blue fingertips, our campfire prong. You know what I mean? The thing that holds the marshmallows. There they are, right there. So now we got to sneak over to the biogas plants and see if we can load these into that bin. I'm not exactly sure if that's where they go. I'm hoping that's where they go. We will find out momentarily. Okay, we need to see if we can pick these up or not. Maybe I should have just brought the pallet forks over here. I mean, since they're gonna go in there and these are not really mine, the pallet forks probably would have made my life a little easier. And I might go crazy enough to go grab them. We'll see. But I think this is where they need to go. Now let's hold on. So we're 20% progress. We've made them, we've wrapped them into silage bales. We need to take them to the biogas plant 1MW. Map over here. Click where we are. Biogas plant 1MW. Okay, well, this has got to be it, right? It's either this one or that one over there, or they're both the same. I don't know. Hopefully it takes it. Please take it, please. Can we make any progress? 21%! Nice. It's going to be 1% per bale. Let's do this. All right, so now we're on to our second bale. Part of me wants to count all these bales, because then if we ever buy that field down there, I could kind of have like an estimation of how many bales we could get off of it. But for now, you know, I don't want to go insane. Let's just keep dropping them in there and hope for the best. Eventually, I'm going to hate doing this. Promise you that. Excuse me, I just want the marshmallow, please. Excuse me, I just want... Whoa! You did not need to make that big of a mess of things. You just could have... Jeez. Fella can't grab a marshmallow no more? What's this world coming to? All right, like I said, I lost my mind. I'm going to get the pallet forks. I'm not dealing with this no longer. Back home for a tuna fish sandwich. What do you say? Anybody? Can't say I've ever had a tuna fish sandwich now I think about it. Comment down below if you have had and enjoyed a tuna fish sandwich. And if you have not enjoyed, please write me a poem as to why. Thank you. Is this gonna work better? Yes, sir. Look at that. So much easier to pick up my marshmallows. Now this is only going to take just as long, but it's going to be slightly less of a headache. That's a win in my book, you ask me. Okay, not going to lie, now that I've gotten into the groove of this job, oddly satisfying, very enjoyable. I drive over here, I grab a marshmallow, I back up, I do a little swing around, and then I just pull forward and I drop the marshmallow in there. Watch this. See, you just pull it. Whoop. Okay, I got a little too excited. And then you just back up, let it fall off, and boom, turn your wheel, point at it, repeat process. Half a stack down, got another half stack to go. And then we'll be a stack and a half down and have 2 stacks to go. How about that? We're over halfway, 53% transported. It's a downward slope from here. Woo! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! And with this one, we are on to the last 2 stacks back there. So we're going to dump this into the tank here at the biogas facility. That'll be 62%. And if I had to guess, that means I am going to have to put all these in there. All right. Well, we're already like halfway done. So, hey, what's another half going to do? You know what I mean? What? No way. Dude, there's no way they're going to give us a full stack plus 1 and our contract is done. We get to keep all of that plus the $24,000? Collect. Money, money, money. Dude, we got $45,000 now because we just made $25,000 from that job. And not only that, but they left us a full stack, a full trailer plus 1 of silage bales that they were like, no, it's part of your compensation. $25,000 plus all of that. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be a lot of money for us. So I'm really excited. We can actually probably more or less afford this trailer if we wanted to, but I'm not going to buy it yet. No, I want to look here and see, do I want to do any more of these jobs? So we did 15 acres, and that's 1, 3, and these are less than, oh, they're very small. They probably wouldn't be very difficult for us to do. We might as well. You know what? Today is the big baling day. We're going to do some more contracts and we're going to make some more money. So the next highest price here is $9,000 for 3 acres. I'm going to accept the contract. Wait. Silage bales? Yes. Okay. I'm going to accept the contract and let's go make another 9 grand. I think I got to go find my mower and baler. Probably going to need to get fuel and okay. All right. What did I do? I bit off more than I can chew, didn't I? That's all right. We need to make some money around here anyways, huh? Somebody got to do it. Mike Rowe knows a thing or two. You know what I mean? Ow! Uh-oh. Ooh, hey. Oh, there's a witness too. Ooh, you almost were a part of that, you know? Imagine them forks. Ouch. That would hurt. You know, don't want to think about it. Sorry. They'd be like, what happened when you hit that fence there, Jake? I was not reading comments on YouTube. No. Somebody said set all the lettuce in there. Make that all lettuce. I don't know. Is that worth it? Do I make it all lettuce? Referring to the greenhouse, that is. Perhaps the lettuce is the most profitable one out of that whole bunch or something, I imagine. That's probably what they're getting at. You know what? Yeah, why not? I'll trust you on it. I was reading it. You could be bombing me, or you could be doing a good thing. One way or the other. We're gonna do it. All right. No, I don't want to tag it. Whoopsies. Wait, no, I want to turn out. There you go. Deactivate the tomatoes. Deactivate the strawberries. And by deactivate, we mean unplant, right? So we're just killing all these plants. I got some old tomato and strawberry plants for sale if anybody wants to come buy them, I guess. Hey, what? We're trying to earn $1 billion. We got to make our money out here somehow. Right now, we got to head up to field 18 with our mower and get started up there. So let's skadoodle that way, shall we? We are almost to the field. Just got to crest this hill. And 18 is the one going along the interstate right here. We're going to get ourselves ready to mow. Now, on the way over here, I got to thinking, uh-oh. A tractor and or mower, it looks like the mower needs a little bit of work done to it. So after this field, we might have to do that. Oh, we got a lot of grass fields up. I have a feeling we're going to be up here a little bit. Looks like these are a bunch of hay farmers up in these parts, and we're about to give them a run for their money because we're starting our own. We got a bunch of hay fields growing in, and we're going to do it bigger, better, and more beautiful than them, baby. All you got to do is hit the like button and subscribe. If you don't do that, well, then it's just going to be worse than them. We don't want that, do we? You know, if you think about it, every time I come out here and I start cutting up these hay fields, I'm just drawing either A, crop circles, or B, we're making the grass NASCAR, all right? Like this right here, this is the grass Indy 500 we got going on. I think this course might get a little dog bone in it or something. I don't know how they're going to handle. Might have to put a wishbone in. Yeah, we'll be honest with you. I don't know NASCAR or tracks. But do you know what I do know? Penguins do, in fact, have knees. So do with that knowledge whatever you want to do. Is it concerning that as I was sitting here mowing this, I got to thinking to myself, oh man, springtime, summertime's coming up. Dad said we got to get a new mower on the farm. I'm going to get to mow with a new mower, boys. And I was getting excited. I was getting a little hype. Should I be getting hype over mowing a yard with a new mower? I think so. I think that's valid. So this field is not really that big. I think we're only going to do one headland on it. But the down and back is this exact direction. So we're going to go this way, and then we're going to do our down and backs, or long cuts, just like this. We'll see how it goes. We'll try and get as many of these straights as we can. Come up with the rake, get it raked. Actually, maybe hire the worker to get it raked while I bring the baler up. Not a very big field. You might be able to finish it relatively quick. And since we started with the biggest one, knocking out this field, which is the next biggest, and all the other smaller ones, well, that's going to be a walk in the park for us. So, you know what? I'm not even going to cut this thing in half or anything. It's so small. I'm just gonna go do it like this. They're not gonna perfectly line up, but we'll just do them on each side. It'll be fine. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing, and all we gotta do is go through and cut this grass. So that's what I'm here to do. Perfect. Straighten that out, more or less. We just come on over here, and we do round down this direction, and we play our little circle game until we can't no more. How about that? Let's go play Ring Around the Rosie for a little bit. There's a little bowling alley right behind them trees over on the left. Y'all wanna go bowling? Yo, funny story. My grandma and I used to play the Wii a lot together. We played the Wii a lot of Wii Sports, a lot of Wii Sports Resort. We really loved golfing. That was a favorite. Another favorite was bowling, but golfing was definitely like way up there. But anyways, we thought that we had got so good at bowling. Right? We were like, dude, we got to go bowling for real. Like none of this, no more of this Wii bowling. This Wii bowling, beyond, like we're so beyond that, right? So we find a bowling alley. We go to the bowling alley. And It didn't take very long for us to realize that we really sucked at bowling. You see, we started out confidently. They asked, "Do you need the bumpers?" No, we don't need the bumpers. Do we need the bump? Have you seen our Wii Sports bowling scores? No, we don't need the bumpers. And then, yeah, it don't take very long. We both bowl our first little set there, and we look at each other and like, oh man, yeah, let's put the bumpers on. So we did. We put the bumpers on. You think that's the end of the story? Nope, it ain't the end of the story. Put the bumpers on. My grandma's up. She's doing fine. I think Grandpa went and found the bar, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think he might have felt ashamed to be near us. But, so Grandma plays. The bumpers help her out a little bit. I'm thinking, okay, now we're good. Now we're going to be playing like the Wii, baby. Here we go. Just needed some bumpers. Well, y'all ever been bowling and you put the bumpers up and then you go to throw your ball and somehow your ball bounces over the bumper into the one next to you and it just goes in there and you don't hit any of your pins because it wasn't even the right alleyway anymore? Yeah. Anyways, that's, I don't know. Hey, that just happened to a friend of mine. It's unrelated to this conversation. Long story short, we really suck at bowling. And I have not been bowling since. Literally, have not. I've not touched a bowling ball since then. I personally like Wii tennis a lot. I don't think my grandma liked it. But I liked it because I was kind of a nerd for like in PE class in those days. I was kind of a nerd for like the pickleball and badminton and like those type of sport times. Yeah. When we played those sports, I was the most happy. I really enjoyed playing the more obscure random sports than I did like the normal ones. We played plenty of normal ones too. But, they're fine. They just involve more running. Ugh. Oh, thank you. There's a reason I'm sitting here in this tractor, mister, all right? It's because you can't drink your Dr. Pepper and eat your zebra cake while you're playing out there on the court. Amen. Bum, ba-da-da, bum, ba, 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 ba. That's the sound plays in my head when I'm almost finished mowing this grass, dude. We've been out here for 10.5 years, and all that we got left is that tiny little triangle. I just call that a goatee, you know what I mean? Give the field a little goatee. I ain't never hurt nobody. If we got this done, I'm going to leave the mower up in these parts because, like I said, probably going to do the rest of these fields up here. Nonetheless, let's go get the other tractor because we are going to need to bring the baler on up there. And we're going to make as much use out of leasing that auto-load bale trailer as we can here today. Do all of the baling contracts on the market, and by the time we get that done, we will be ready to move on to the next month. Beep, beep, beep. What do you say, chickens? I'm gonna make my backup beeper the sound of a chicken. What do you say? That'd be a nice backup beeper, wouldn't it? Well, let's take the fend on up there. You know, nothing better than a fend. Are you offended that I'm saying it that way? Or it's only 74 in July? Where are we living and that it's only 74 in July? BS. I call them lies. 74 in July. Not in the U.S. Not where I'm from. Try 90. Minimum. You lucky you seeing some 80s in there. Oh! Well, I just made my tractor do a wheelie. Hit the like button for that, I guess. Totally wasn't looking out the window at my camper to make sure that it hadn't caught on fire for no reason. It's still there. We're good. Hey, I got all the way up here with the baler, and then I realized I didn't really need the baler. I needed the wind thrower. That's what I needed. Well, you guys ever wanted to take another trip? Hey, we won't have to go get the baler. Plus sides, people, plus sides, all right? There's a good thing in every mistake. You just got to look for it. I can't decide if those are wise words to live by or words to be cautious of.